Hi, this is Keiko from Brooklyn Shoe Space, Shoe Talks Quarantine Edition. Today I'm inviting Amanda from I Can Make Shoes. They're out in London. We talked with her like first few days of a Shoe Talk series, about a month into quarantine. Now it's been like 3.5 months into quarantine. I just wanted to check in how she's doing, how I Can Make Shoes is doing, how London situation is with quarantine. She has a lot of online courses for shoemaking, so if anybody's interested in making shoes from home, you should definitely try. She also has a book out, which is fantastic. Hi, David. Shoe Manifesto. Hi. Thank you for joining us. Let's see if she is here. Oop, she's not here yet. So, well, I don't have a book with me at the moment, but she has the home shoemaking book. It's super well photographed, really easy to follow, and her online courses also kind of refer to the book as well. Yeah, super highly recommended for beginners. Oop. Hi. Where's everybody joining us from? Erwin. Who else? Mel. Thanks for joining. Let me just see. Oop. You know what? She is not back on yet. Brooklyn. Woot woot. How are the fireworks? I think there's a Macy's fireworks going on, I heard. Let me see. Oh, yes, Amanda's here. From Toronto, Mel. Thank you for joining us. Okay, I Can Make Shoes here, so I'm going to... Waiting, it says.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Ooh, I see Last behind you. Does that
I'm
mean
in the studio.
you're in the studio? That's exciting.
It's the best thing ever. It's so good.
How
Oh my
have
God.
you been? It's been like 3.5 months over here quarantining. Is it back
Yeah.
open? How is it in London? Like, what's the atmosphere?
It kind of feels like it's over. Tessa's here as well. Just want to say hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, that's so nice.
I know, it's so good. She can't hear you though because I've got headphones in.
Right. That's okay.
We just had, well, I'll tell you what it's been like. It's been really weird, like everywhere else in the world, but we've just had our first person back into the studio today.
Yes.
So we had like Tessa just finished teaching a one-on-one private session and we were like, oh my God.
That's great.
This is so fun. I know. It was just so nice to like have a fresh face, you know?
Yeah, yes.
Which is so good.
What did you do? Did you have like masks on? Like hand sanitizers?
No, our building has been like quarantined out. That's the thing. It's been like decked out, but we've got like hand sanitizer, big hands-free machines outside every door. So you kind of like leave the room and hand sanitize before you come in, and then this is kind of like a clean zone. And then yeah, we've just got like, you know, space really spaced out basically.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't work for a class bigger than like 4 people. And even with 4 people, we've now got like 2 separate desks. I'm going to give you a studio tour.
Yes,
so
that would be great.
But we've got like 2 separate desks. So it'd be like 2 people over there and then 2 people over there.
And the teacher's kind of like in the middle.
And the teacher is a floater.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's like the new normal, right?
Yeah, well, seems like that, right?
I know.
How's the online courses been? And actually, before everything, for the people who might not know, can we introduce yourself
Yes.
again?
Oh my gosh, totally. Are you introducing me or am I introducing me?
Oh, well, I can too, but I think you should talk about what you do and your courses, book. And a little bit about yourself as
Well,
well, like how you started.
sure. Well, I'm Amanda. I Can Make Shoes, and we're a shoemaking school in London. And we've been running for about 10 years. And yeah, we teach beginners how to make shoes from home. So we're really like a no heavy machinery kind of place. And you'll see when I give you a tour of the studio in a minute that we don't really have much heavy duty machinery at all. So yeah, that's what we do. I launched a book at the end of last year, which was how to make shoes from home. And then obviously when we went into lockdown, I recorded from my own living room how to do shoes from home as well. So that's now online courses too.
Yes. Awesome.
And that kind of wraps it up.
Yes. Yeah, you're the home shoemaking queen, I think. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I introduced you in the beginning, kind of, but it's nice to hear from you as well. Well, so how are the courses been? So you have like the court shoes, sandals. You also are you doing also sneakers? Is it already up yet?
Yeah, that one's up. So what I did was I started with just like a beginner's guide, basically, for home shoemaking. So that had like a high heel court shoe, a flat. We did a derby as the demonstration, and then some like basic sandal stuff. And it had a bit on pattern making and just kind of like the whole thing. So like kind of a beginner's overview. And then after that, we added a whole separate course that was just sneakers. And then we added a whole separate course that was pattern making, which we had originally done as a book. That was coming out as a book, but then our printers closed. And we were like, oh, we've just done so much work on this. So we were like, let's just put it up as an online course. And that's been amazing. So, because it's a really good like follow on, I think.
Yeah.
And then we did a more detailed sandal one as well. So in the beginners one, there's just like one sandal demonstration to sort of get you started. But we did like a more comprehensive, let's say.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so it's been really good.
Yeah, and how's that? So do people also, you also did like a in-person, like a Zoom call, not a Zoom call, like how's that?
We did live on YouTube. We did live on YouTube, which I've never done before. Tessa figured out the whole thing.
Thank you.
She's laughing in the background because we were like doing live ones to each other, just like from our separate homes, like trying to figure out how it worked. But that was cool. We did like a live Q&A session because we sort of had like a bit of an explosion at the beginning where we just had like loads of people book in. And then we obviously you get like a lot of comments within the course where people can like ask their questions or whatever. But yeah, I think some people wanted like a bit more information on lasts and just stuff like that. So we did a live Q&A and that was really good. We're going to do another one soon, actually.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
I think that's a way to like build your community. You already have a community, but it's nice for also the students to be able to interact with each other.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. And also like things as shoemakers, like you would totally know this as well. Like there's things that we just think are like so obvious and they're just not at all. Like so I think a lot of people and you can ask.
And I'm sure other people have similar questions, or somebody might have figured it out and be like, this is how I did it,
Yeah, totally. I think there's been like mostly a lot of questions around lasts and like customizing the fit and stuff like that. So that was really good to be able to be like, this is a last. And like, actually, I didn't even do this on purpose, but like showing people like where we've built up the sides and stuff. That was like the perfect last
perfect pair
of this whole show. Actually, that whole row has those on.
It's all edited. Oh, well, give us a little bit of tour. I would love to see your new space. You combine the new two spaces now?
Well, a little background. You already know this, of course, but we had expanded into two spaces. So we had our workshop space, and then across the hall we had our office and storeroom for our supply shop. But we downsized because just, paying rent on two spaces when, of course, for like 3 months we weren't in here at all was just insane. So yeah, we downsized to the one space, and we actually kept our office rather than our studio because it's a bit bigger. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, can't believe that we made that choice, but it's actually a bit bigger, and we've got this kind of like corner section that is our supply shop where we keep everything that gets sent out. So it just made more sense. So now we sort of have the tables set up that we'll use as an office when we're not teaching, and then when we're teaching we'll sort of like clear them and they'll be workspaces.
Oh, I would love to see, because last time I visited, I think it was a huge window towards a courtyard, or not courtyard.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it was like a little middle courtyard. It's like an indoor courtyard. This is weird, indoor outdoor. We still have massive windows. They're just on the other side.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So I'm going to give you a tour. I'm going to walk to the front door. This will be a really authentic experience. Okay. And now I'll flip it.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's Tessa.
Yeah. Hi.
They're saying hi. All right. So you walk in, we've got over here some kitchen stuff. We're still organizing, by the way. We've just got loads of shoes here, basically. And then we've got a whiteboard. This cupboard was in the other room, and it's the heaviest thing in the entire world. And Mia and I had to bring that in here together. We emptied everything out and then had to push it across the hall. So then we've got like one desk unit there. And then we've got another desk unit over there.
Nice.
So we can have like 2 students at a time here, and then 2 students at a time here, and then the teacher will be floating around this area.
Yeah.
And then over
just to kind of also mention like how clean the tables are. Can you imagine, like,
I'm nervous, Keiko. They're not gonna last. They're not gonna last.
But you know, just to kind of tell people, it's telling of, you know, how much you can do in your own home, really. Like, it doesn't have to be like our space is super messy and dirty, and I think I really admire how like clean it is.
Well, when I was doing it from home, I was literally working every day and then wiping down the table every day.
Right.
And it stayed pretty clean. But, you know, in a workshop space, you don't wipe it down every day, do you? Well, actually, maybe with coronavirus, you do now.
Yes.
You do. Yes. Okay. So they're going to stay perfectly pristine. So there's all of our sewing machines over there. We've got our leathers, and then all the lasts are behind that desk there. And then over here, we've got our skiving machine and our glue ventilation guy.
Nice.
That takes the fumes out. And you can see, so we've still got massive windows along this side.
Oh, absolutely.
And then this is the little nook I was telling you about. Please excuse the mess.
It's not messy at all. You're organized.
But yeah, so this is where we keep all
the
supplies. This is our fancy tissue paper, which is like my favorite thing.
Yes, it's so cute.
And that's where we send everything out. And that's it.
So great.
This is where I'm talking to you.
Yeah. And so do you feel like you would do more like one-on-ones, one-on-twos, and just whoever's interested in coming? Is it international, or would you rather it be local? Like, are you kind of gauging?
We're playing it by ear. Like, we still have some students from before who are kind of like waiting for their turn to come. So we're just playing it by ear, really. Like, we've totally cut down the class sizes, which works quite well, I guess, because we had to obviously cancel pre-scheduled dates. So now it's not like the same cluster of people are just all moving to the next date. So they can all sort of take different dates, which is good, because we're not going to be doing class sizes of like 7 to 8 people. We're going to be doing like 4 maximum. And then even for our 3-day courses, so we'd usually take like 6 people, sometimes more, but usually around 6 was our cap for the 3-day course. Now we're going to do like 2 people for 2 days instead of 3 days, or we'll do 4 people for 3 days.
Right.
So it's just, there's a lot of juggling of people at the moment. Most of the international students are just switching it out for the online course, to be honest, because
you can't really travel.
You can't travel. Yeah. And also there's like the added expense of like catching the plane and like getting a hotel and all that stuff. Whereas now I feel like they can just get the kit or like a supplies sent to their house and then they can just do it from home. So it just feels a bit safer and a bit easier for now. So that's what a lot of people are doing who are international. But the one-on-one is really great. Like,
Yeah.
it was so nice today to just have
Yeah.
a new face and
Yeah.
be like teaching again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a challenge as a teacher, like that transition, right? And
I know.
Yeah. And
I know.
but would you do, you know, like the live sessions that you were doing? I feel like something like that for a group of students at a set time, like that could be kind of, I mean, I don't know if you're already doing that, but
we're not doing that. But like, I'm trying to I guess I'm trying to get my head around how we would do that, you know, because I feel like
everybody has a different pace, and that's the beauty of doing it from home, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, you know what it's like when you're teaching, when you say like, do it like this, and then someone like can't do it like that, and you kind of have to reach over and like help them or something. So I'm not sure, but yeah, we did have like a big design class. We were actually going to discontinue our design class, and we had like one big class of people left, and that was like our final class, but it got rescheduled. So that one's really tricky because now they all can't do the same date. So it's like now we have to add extra dates to like, you know, accommodate everyone. And then we were like, maybe we could do a design one online, like live.
Yeah.
So we might try and do that.
Just like prepare this and this and this ahead, and with a camera on you. Did I lose you? Sorry, did I lose you for a second? I think I did. Hold on. I think I lost her. I'm gonna add her back on. Sorry, did I lose you? Sorry. Yeah, I lost you for a second. Yeah, so
yeah, I think with doing like exactly like you said, like having everything prepared and then just getting, you know, people to say you can do this, you can do this.
Yeah,
that would be quite
and a
good.
camera, like a couple of cameras on you and your hands, and maybe I was thinking something along the lines of, I got super inspired by you, but I haven't done any courses online yet. As you know, everything is slow for me, but I'm working on it. But yeah, I just brainstorming, but I was thinking if you do like you were demonstrating how you make sandals, and you like super fast forwarded it and posted me like it's really quick, you know. But it's kind of like that. I feel like it's like a camera's on you. This is what I thought watching you. I was like, oh my God, it'll be so fun if you're just like live the whole day, which is kind of hard. But like, and then
that would be funny actually though.
And then just making and be like, okay, today this is the steps I'm gonna make. If you want to join me kind of thing, and like do a sandal making party.
I actually love that. That would be so great.
Can you do it? I'll join. I mean,
I think you should do that one.
You know, it's one of those things I'm like, I need a kick in the butt to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's just me. I think I just need other people around me to work on.
Yeah, I know. I also sometimes feel like I need the like the tech. Like I don't quite have the tech right, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know, I need to have like a camera attached to me or something, like a harness. I don't know, just so that I can, I don't know, just act normal.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel you. Oh man.
But it's definitely hard to figure out.
And now you're together in the studio with Tessa. Do you feel like you can do more videos together, or?
Oh yeah, totally. Like, well, kind of, but then also because of the new setup, we actually have a lot of space in here, but like finding a good background and angle, it's like we kind of have to like set everything up again. And because of how we're using the space now, we kind of like put everything away and pack it up and down like every time, because we're using these desks as like office desks, and we've got like, you know, our office stuff in the drawers. But then if we've got a class, we like clear it all out, clean everything, and like clean individual tools for people, and we'll do it like that. So it's kind of, I think we will film more, but it's like a bit more of an effort, actually. Surprisingly, you'd think it's less of an effort to do it in the studio, but it's kind of not. So
maybe your home was actually perfect in a way. And it's like, you're making from home, and that's what you teach. So
the
I
home
think,
situation, I'm just going to walk you over here while I get my phone charger.
And you also moved, I heard. You moved two spaces.
I moved two places at the same time, which was like not the funnest thing to do, to be honest. But
do you feel settled now?
Yeah. Well, pretty much, except today our apartment turned into a construction site again, because they had to put a new door in or something like that. So it's kind of like, as soon as you think you're done, there's just a little bit
another something
to do. There's always something more. But yeah, moving house was like a big deal, because we were having a renovation done that we started at the beginning, like just before lockdown happened. We started this renovation, which we've been planning for 3 years.
Wow.
And then we you know, as soon as it kicked off, they gutted the whole apartment so that it was completely unlivable. And then we went into lockdown. And we were just like, oh my God.
No. And the construction workers, were they able to work through? Or
they actually took 2 weeks. I mean, everyone stopped for like 2 weeks. And then we realized actually it was kind of okay for them to go in. So then they started up again, and now we're back in. So that's
good.
Cool.
I'm glad.
Yeah. But it was quite like, it was just quite a intense moment when we were like trying to move and everything. But it was really good, because I did all the filming in the other place where we were staying.
Wow.
And then but now we're in the new place, so it's sort of like I've got to figure out a whole new filming scene there if I'm going to do it. I'm just going to plug in my phone.
Yeah, sure. Do you have a home studio sort of in mind, or do you feel like you're not gonna bring work too much home?
We do have a spare room, which I'm pretty tempted to turn into like my sewing, craft, shoemaking room, because we're not going to have any guests for a while.
Right.
But it's really dark in there, so I'm just and I really should be doing it here, because it's like quite easy.
Right.
But you know,
that's the hard part. Yeah. What do you like? So what did you enjoy during COVID? Like, you had so much to do, and I know you were. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you enjoy during COVID? Like,
well, I enjoyed getting my online course done, because it was so funny. When I came back into the studio, when we were like moving the other one across the hall into this one and everything, we had this big whiteboard, and I was rolling it through, and then I looked on the back, and like it said like 2020 goals, you know, and it had all these like goals, like our pattern book that we were supposed to do. And then it said launch online course, and then it said deadline end of the year, and I was like, already done that?
Done. Yes. That's awesome.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
But I think I also just enjoyed like having a real time out. Like, I've been running the classes, even if I haven't been personally teaching them. There's been a class running pretty much every single weekend for the last 10 years. Yeah. So it's like, even if I'm not teaching it, I still wake up on that Saturday morning and think to myself, you know,
gotta go.
I hope everyone's found the building on time, and I hope everyone's managed to get in and no one's got lost, and, you know, just I wonder how the course is going. And it's like, you just, you know, you think about it. And just for the first time ever, I'd be on a Saturday just like, there's no, you know, I don't have to worry about anything except catching coronavirus.
Right. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're healthy. But
Yeah.
but also like focusing on your own personal stuff. Like even moving, even though it's daunting, it's your space, you know, and it's for yourself, your personal space. It's nice to work on
Yeah.
that too, you know, and take
I
time.
think so. And it was kind of like a nice moment to be like, okay, I'm not working in that way, in the same way I
Mm-hmm.
used to. So like, what
Mm-hmm.
do I want? How do I
Yeah.
want to spend my days, you know?
Yeah. Nice. And
Um,
what do you think what's next for you? Have you thought about what's next?
I'm just trying to make it through this year. I don't know. I don't know. I think just more like trying to get everything online, you know, like just, I guess, trying to like work out the bugs with it, like what can make it easier and things like that. I think, you know, like access to shoe supplies has been the one
Yeah.
thing that just keeps coming up, and that's getting easier and easier. And,
Right. As the
you know,
vendors are opening up.
yeah, as the vendors are starting to open up, we're able to get, like, we're able to access more stuff. And then if we can access it, we can buy it in bulk and sell it to people in more reasonable quantities.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for individuals, like that's probably the biggest challenge is just like, how do I get everything I need? Is it realistic that I'm going to get it? And obviously people are like all over the world. So
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
sort of like, do you have any specific suppliers in like Abu Dhabi? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Because yeah. And you used to do sourcing trips. I feel like, yeah,
I know. I want to go
that's
on
gonna,
a sourcing trip so
right?
bad.
The itch, the travel bug.
It's
It's
true
like,
because we've got this new supplier in Portugal, and Tessa and I were like, great, we're going to go to Portugal and like check it out and like see what else they have. And, you know, we haven't done that. So we've just relied on sort of shipping samples backwards and forwards and looking at photos and stuff. And that's worked really well.
yeah,
But we just want to go. We just want to go to Portugal.
yeah, yeah. Why
Yeah.
not, right? Well,
Yeah.
I think the US to Europe is kind of still closed, but within Europe, I feel like there's more travels, no? I don't know.
Yeah, there
It's
is.
still a little,
It's still pretty
I
open.
don't know.
I mean, I think you can still just come into the UK without quarantining at all. I don't know.
I
It's
don't
so,
know.
it seems like pretty loose, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I hear the airplanes, the flights are kind of getting back to, you know, there's more people, but
yeah.
yeah, we just like blocked a few states.
Yeah.
Whoever's coming to New York, like they have to quarantine for 14 days.
Yeah.
That adds like
Right.
extra month, right? Because 14 days quarantine to come and then 14 days back
Going
to
back. Yeah.
travel. That's long.
It's crazy because it's the same in Australia right now. Because my family are obviously all in Australia, and yeah, it's like I think Melbourne just yesterday like shut its borders down completely because they had an outbreak. So they were
Oh,
just like all flights in and out have been cancelled, and you just can't come.
crazy, crazy, crazy.
So
Wait, one
yeah.
Hana Costumer says, going to leave you both, but this has been really fun. Thanks. And then actually, Dudley Designs asked about organization skills. You should totally do like a how to organize all your tools
Oh my
and
God.
supplies.
You know who's the most organized person
Uh-huh.
in this
Who?
room?
Tess?
Tessa.
Tessa?
Yeah. They're talking about like organizing tools and like she labels everything for starters.
I love it.
Yeah, she said she'll come over and do it for you.
Oh, that's great. Is Pete like I love Pete Dutch. That's like and the
Yeah.
label makers.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah.
what are you making at the moment? Are you making any shoes at the moment for yourself
I
or the
just
for online course or
no. I just finished making some slippers for myself, which I love, but they're
is it the
actually at
quilted one?
home. Yeah, did
Is
you see that?
I saw that. That was really
They're just
cute.
like pretty high up on my Instagram, but that was so fun. I just had this idea in my head that I wanted to do some quilting because Kieran
Yeah.
gave me this wadding And I was like, oh, I really wanted to do some quilting with that because I'd been putting it inside sneakers, had them out. And yeah, I ended up like quilting this really gorgeous fabric that I got from Atelier Brunette in France. And it was so cute. I was just like, I have to make slippers out of this. And they turned out so well.
So great.
Yeah. I've been wearing them around the house. And then Tom was like, maybe you should make me some of these. And I was like,
the men's version.
Yeah, the men's
Why not?
version. A really big pair.
Nice. Do you make him pairs all the time?
Well, no, actually, just before we came on live, Tessa was like, didn't you start this pair of shoes for Tom? And I was like, yeah. They're up here, actually. I started these. I was making these as an example in the...
During COVID or before?
During COVID, yeah. I was filming like how to make this upper and lasting it and everything. But then I haven't
sewn it yet.
So it's kind of like, it looks really good if I'm like, look at this shoe, but like, it's not at all finished.
Almost there.
But that's what I love, just, stick a cup sole on it. It's nice.
So easy. Yeah,
so
it looks so finished.
But no, I haven't been making many other shoe projects for the last couple of weeks, just because we've been like back in the studio, so we're kind of catching up. Like we've been like, this is what I do. I just like wrap books in tissue paper.
Yes.
And
that's we've been getting inquiries about your book, being like, do you carry? Yeah, and I said, no, you should get it directly from Amanda because you'll get the paper too.
Yeah, you get the tissue paper. Everyone wants the tissue paper. Yeah. But we've also been packing up, we used to do like leather scrap mystery bags, but we ran out of the bags. And then I got inspired by you actually, because you just do them straight into the postal box, right?
Yep.
So we just bought some boxes because we had like 2 or 3 big baskets full of offcuts and scraps and just bits. And I just like, I can't bring myself to throw them away.
Yeah, me neither.
And I know that in classes, people eventually do use it to make like a little embellishment or something. And we'd have like students taking little bits to make earrings and stuff.
Yeah, or tassels, whatnot.
Tassels, exactly, yeah. So we've just been packing up like all of those bits because we're just trying to clear out.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. The scraps though, it's a little difficult with like sizing expectations. I think we've had some purchases where they're like, I thought it's going to be bigger or smaller or more variety or
I know. I think the expectation with ours is like no piece is going to be big enough to make a pair of shoes from. It's all for embellishments.
Right.
But we try and do like a really good selection of
colors, textures.
Yeah, just like bits and pieces so that you can have a bit of variety.
Nice. And then out of all your courses, which one's your favorite so far online?
The beginner's guide, definitely the main one.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it's just like, I just actually think it's like really, really good value because I know how much it includes, and it's really hard to explain that to someone who's a total beginner or they've never made shoes before. It's until you start doing it and you realize like how much is involved, especially there being like a couple of different pairs of shoes in there. But that one's definitely my favorite. Right now we're working on like selling tool kits as well. So you can like get the course and the tools. But like my style of tools, not like normal shoemakers tools. It's like the I Can Make Shoes tools that I actually use. So it's just like,
that's great. So what like can I ask what's in it?
Toolkit.
Is it? I mean, I don't. If it's a secret, that's okay. But can we see?
Secret. I'm going to show you. I don't have any packed up. Hold on. The main exciting thing that I've got that's new is that we sell the glue now. So I've got my
Nice.
Aquilim non-toxic, and then
Yeah.
this one is like a massive tube,
Yeah.
but it's like the equivalent of the Calder
Rub-
cologne, like
Oh, okay. So it's
neoprene.
really strong. Yeah, yeah, for the
So
bottom
that's
sole.
like for the soles, yeah.
It's
And
great.
then
It's a
we've
cute
got-
size. So it's
Yeah,
like a pair or two and that's it. You don't
I
have
actually
extra.
think this one is probably, a couple of pairs.
Couple pairs.
That one probably a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, no, at least a couple of pairs.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a really good size for a beginner for sure.
Yeah.
And then we made these little cards, beginners
Nice.
toolkit. It's probably flipped for you. But inside we've got masking tape, silver pen, sandpaper, tape measure, scissors, awl, folding hammer,
Nice.
craft knife, safety beveler, and blades. That's like the best one. That's
But-
like my main
yeah.
tool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we've got a spatula for the glues, the two glues, and rubber crepe for cleaning.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
And then you just add a pair of lasts.
Uh-huh.
And that's kind of like your
First
tool.
kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
That's all you
everything else
need.
is like components, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's all you need, because we were like, oh, should we include like lasting pliers and everything? And then I was like, but I actually don't really use those. So we just did like just the stuff that
Yeah. And if they really
Yeah.
wanted to, they can purchase the lasting pliers if they want to.
And maybe that's kind of like after you've made a pair or two, when you're not so much of a beginner.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm working on.
Cool.
Now I feel like I want to make some shoes so that I can say I'm working on this. But
Yeah. No, absolutely.
yeah,
I can't even, I asked everybody, what you were making, but I actually haven't been making shoes. So
yeah. I was gonna say,
I
what
feel
are you
terrible.
making?
I know, I feel terrible, but,
Well, you're
but it's
keeping
okay.
the whole community together by doing these talks, so you're definitely like doing your part.
Thank you. Is Tessa working on any shoes at the moment?
Tessa?
No.
No.
I need to be
She's
re-inspired to make. I have too many pairs.
You have too many pairs in the works, or what did you say? I couldn't hear, sorry.
I just have too many pairs in general. Actually, having said that, my sister-in-law is getting married, and I'm gonna.
Ooh,
So yeah, that is something.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely,
I like those
yeah.
projects for other people.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
two friends who cancelled their weddings because of COVID, and I hadn't started their wedding shoes yet. So I'm like, oh, great, I've got like a bit more time. Isn't that terrible? It's like, oh no, it got cancelled. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I was
no.
devastated. But still, those projects for other people, I think, are always nice.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And creative in a way. What about, how did you guys meet? Can we go into that kind of combo where how
Tessa
did you
and I?
yeah, how did you find
God.
Tessa?
Best day of my life.
I just applied. I saw the job and I was like, this is my calling.
That's great. That is great.
It's
Yeah.
true. And
And it seems like you really love teaching,
Yeah, it's great.
yeah. No, it's been so good. When Tessa started, we like just got along so well, and then we found out that our birthdays are a day apart. And we're like, oh my God, it's because we're the same star sign.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
feel like you know each other like just from the dates, right? I feel like
totally.
Yeah.
totally.
Well, I can't read Tessa's mind, but she reads my mind. Which is
Read my
amazing.
mind.
No, but you read my mind, which is great for me.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Oh,
It's
it's
so
so
good.
funny.
It's so
Do you-
nice for us to be back in the studio together as
Yeah.
well. We had Maddie and Miette in here the other day as well. And it's just like, we've all just got so used to communicating via like the internet.
Yeah.
Like this, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just been so good for us to sort of be together
Face to
again.
face. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys a group of 4?
At
or
the
2?
moment, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
But
great.
part-time, we're all just like spreading it out. So like today, because we had a one-on-one class, like Tessa taught over here, and then I sat over there, and then Miette worked from home. So
Right.
we sort of like, we're still
Shuffling.
figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good though. I think
Yeah.
it's a good pace, it seems
Yeah.
like. Yeah. Too many
Yeah.
shoes asks, how many is too many shoes?
For
Oh,
who?
well, for Tessa. She's like,
How
she
many
has
is
too
too
many
many?
shoes.
The thing is, I make them and then I just realize that I'm never going to wear them.
Are they on your shelf? Kind of
Pardon?
like, are they just like sitting on a shelf?
Yeah, the thing is, I make things that I think look really nice, but actually in hindsight probably wouldn't be something I would wear.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes too. Because I make like loads of high heels, and then I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I only wear
When am I going to wear
Yeah.
these? Yeah. But it's true. How many shoes are too many?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never too many.
I
Is my
have
answer.
in my wardrobe, I have like a section that's like all my shoes that I've made.
Uh-huh.
But then I've got another area by the front door, which is just like all my sneakers that I just like throw on before I leave the house.
Yeah, I'm into making shoes for other people now, which is nice, but then it's quite hard to manage other people's expectations. And then as soon as they know that you're going to make them a pair of shoes, they want absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Do you almost have to keep it a secret? Almost like,
yeah, but then I feel the pressure of making them something that they don't like, and then
right.
like they'll have to be grateful.
Yeah,
right.
So I prefer it if I ask them exactly what they want, and then try and make that.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And
so far it's worked. It's great.
So far it's worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far it's worked. I think these wedding shoes I'm going to make, I think they're going to have some crystals.
Ooh.
I saw some crystals and work out where they're all going to go.
Oh, that's fun.
It should be fun and time consuming.
Yes. So you got to start now.
Gotta be a good learning experience.
Yeah. Wedding shoes are fun.
Crystals are hard though. Crystals are really hard.
Yeah, they are.
Trick for attaching crystals?
No.
I did this. Yeah.
I've tried a few things like with a heat gun kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not really like, I don't know.
It's so hard. There's like a really special glue that Swarovski recommend.
You know who's really knows crystals well is I made that bag.
Oh yeah, Lorna.
Yeah, Lorna.
I'm gonna ask her.
Yeah.
Lorna, teach me the secrets to attaching crystals.
Yes, I'll ask her to contact you because she won the Swarovski competition using all the stones and crystals.
Oh my gosh, good one. Yeah,
because it's hard, especially also shoes you move too, and then
I know.
Yeah,
and if you lose like a couple of crystals, it's really obvious. So it's like,
yeah. You don't want that to happen. Yeah.
I know.
Do you already have a design for your wedding shoes?
The
shoes that. Oh yeah, for you. You also have a few that you have to make.
Well, I think that the design has changed because I think the wedding has changed, as in like, so before it was like an outdoor situation. No, wait, opposite. I think before it was an indoor situation and now it's going to be an outdoor situation. So now the heel's got to be chunkier.
Which is great. So it won't dig into, so that it won't dig into the grass. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, but I don't know. That's all. That's as far as we've got. Before it was going to be like a pink situation and it was going to be quite bold. I hope it is. I like making quite bold shoes. I'm really into that. And I'm also really into using fabrics, as you know.
Yes.
And I've been getting way more into that during lockdown, actually. I've liked that a lot. I've been buying different fabrics. I've got like a stack of fabrics that I'm like gonna turn into shoes eventually. But I like having them there because when I did those slippers the other day, I just sort of like had it there and it was ready to go. So yeah.
Cool. I'm loving that you're still always being inspired by everything. Oh, it's great. It's so good. Um, I guess
Heading
the
off,
time,
Tessa.
hi, bye.
But nice to speak to you.
Good to see you again. I'll see your
Bye.
creations online. Bye.
Yeah, we'll stalk you online.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I've been loving all the fabric shoes that you've been making. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
I want
also
to
like
make
I.
more.
Mhm. Mhm.
I just want to make more. I just want to be like, I just make fabric shoes now.
Yeah. And I've been getting a lot of inquiries also from vegan shoemakers or vegan
Yeah.
makers, and they've been asking like what leather alternatives should I use? And so I just
Yeah.
kind of tell them how you've been making them out of
Yeah.
fabric, and it's really beautiful, and there's so much more like options in a way,
Yeah.
like colors and like the prints and stuff. So yeah.
I guess because
So
I've just been like having a love affair with leather for like, 15 years or
decades,
something.
yeah.
And then it's sort of like, there are just so many other things that you can
Yes.
use.
Yeah. You're expanding it. That's good.
It takes you back as well. I remember I had like this pair of denim shoes when I was young, and I just like thought they were the coolest thing ever. And now I'm sort of like, maybe denim shoes are back.
Yeah.
Why not?
Absolutely. And you can also upcycle like
Yeah.
denim or that you don't wear anymore, or
Yeah. You
there's
see that upcycling video that I did where I took apart an old pair of shoes?
yeah.
So those shoes were the shoes I wore to Elizabeth's wedding in Italy. And it just like poured with rain, and they got trashed. It was like never to be worn again. So they're the ones I took apart and remade.
Oh, that's awesome.
All about upcycling.
All about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I recommend to anybody who hasn't seen it yet, please check it out, because it's really inspiring. Like, it's just inspiring that you can just do that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of wanted to make that one a free course, just to show, get people inspired and be like, this is what's possible with not a huge amount of time either.
No. And whoever's a maker can totally pick it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't even think I used the last with that tutorial.
Cool. Just on your foot, maybe. I think
I did. I just did them over my foot because it was sandal style. They're heels with platforms, but they're just like strappy. So I just did it over my foot. It's a bit illegal in the shoe world, but hey.
If it's one pair, it's okay. If it's your own pair, Yeah.
It's very I can make shoes style.
Yes. And that's what we like about it.
Yeah.
So thank you for keeping shoemaking super accessible to everybody. It is fantastic, and I highly recommend everybody to do that, to take your course. Well, I got to catch up. I'm super happy that you're doing well and healthy. Everybody's healthy.
Yeah. Same
in-person classes. Oh my gosh, she started walking crazy early. I mean, I don't know.
So now
she's
you have
determined.
To watch her every move, right?
Yes. Right now she's taking a nap, so it's okay.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. But it'll be great if I can meet you in person one day soon. July's canceled. We'll do something 2021 maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm still kind of hopeful that I can come and do a course later in the year, October.
If the travel,
I don't know. Everyone keeps asking about it, and I'm like, honestly, we're just gonna play it by ear, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's hard because I guess everybody needs to plan the trip as well, which is but it is hard. But I'll keep you posted when our space opens up again, and
yes,
I'm looking
your new tour.
Yes, it's been kind of fun to check out new spaces. I mean, it's all online, but it does give me I'm daydreaming the space.
Yeah.
So
Tessa can help you get it how to really
organize. Oh my God. Yeah. Can she come travel with you? That'll be great.
Yeah, she'll come as well. It'll be great.
All right. So the see so where? Oh, she took your class before, I think. When does the next shoemaking class start? Do you remember her? She came, I think she came to, I think
in
the
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next shoemaking class, like the online class, you mean? The online
I
classes just
wonder.
start all the time. I mean,
All the
as soon
time,
as
yeah.
you sign up, you get instant access. So
Mhm.
we answer questions every single day on the platform. And then we do like sporadic, you know, live Q&As and stuff like that. But as soon as you get into the course, you just start at your own pace.
Mhm.
And as for when do the real courses start, that is a good question. We're still trying to get through like quite a lot of people who had already booked in. So we're just going to try and like make sure we prioritize those people who've been waiting for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to take like private tuition bookings for anyone that's in London or can get to London easier. And we're just going to like try
slowly open it up.
Slowly open it up, because we don't, you know, we also don't want to just like be like, cool, everyone come on down, and then it's just uncomfortable and a bit scary and awkward. So we're just going to take it slow. But in the meantime, the online courses have been great, like a great way to just like keep up with the community and stuff, and just like continue making without having to wait, I guess.
Definitely. So I hope that answers your question, and I want to see what she's making, because I think she's a sewer, I think, and yeah, maker. So I'll check her out after live.
Amazing.
Anyway, I'll let you go for now, and thank you so much for taking your time. Mad Taylor Leather says hi. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on social media and your workshop.
Again super soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.